We're still on a series of faith in transition. And you have to have faith to go through your transition. So we started off in Matthew chapter 6, verse 6 through 8. It said, "Give not that which is holy into the dogs. Neither cast your pearls before swine, which they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you." They use it against you. "And ask, and it shall be given to you, and you shall find." It says, "Seek, and you shall find, and knock, and it shall be opened to you. For everyone that asketh, receive it, and he that seeketh, findeth, and to him that knocketh, it shall be opened." Now we want to go back on verse 6 and talk about give not which is holy into the dogs. Neither that cast your pearls before the swine. And it's simply saying that if someone that is casting their pearls before swines, it means that they're wasting their time by offering something that is helpful or valuable to someone who doesn't appreciate or understand it. If you give your pearls away, these pearls are the gift that God put inside of you. They become contaminated or wasted. And when you're around people who waddle in mud, they're kind of lowly. They don't really care about their life. They're just kind of going on as though a swine will. Don't care what he eat. Don't care where he stay. Don't care where he lay. He's in a contaminated habitation. So when you cast something that is holy that God has put inside of you, because you are his temple, you can contaminate your blessing. You can contaminate the gift that God gave you, which makes you kind of invaluable to God. Not because God made you invaluable, because you made yourself invaluable. You viewed yourself as invaluable. And to others around you, they will love for you to waddle in their mud. Can I get an amen to that? Now Matthew 7:7 says that ask. It gives you verbs, it gives you commands, it gives you action verbs. It says ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, which is pray, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened to you. Ask, given. Seek, find. Knock, open. So if you ask someone something that you think will not come to pass, sometimes we have to talk to ourselves and ask ourselves, is this something that we want in life? We have to talk to our spouse. Is this something that we want? We have to talk to them. Then we have to pray. So it's giving you an order of instructions on how to get where you want to get through this transition. Ask first, and he'll give it to you. Seek, and you'll find. Seeking is not looking one time under the blanket and putting it back down. Seeking is tearing the whole house up. Seeking is pulling your whole life apart and saying, let me seek and see what's inside of me that's going on, that's going wrong with me, why I can't get to my destiny, why I'm unable to see my purpose and my vision. And it says knock. A man's heart is so hard that he won't let nothing in. And people, you can have good people come into your life that are just knocking on your door. You have good people around you that's just trying to get in. But the inner man of us that's evil, he don't want to let us in. It's always when we have to go back to this conflict. You have a conflict that's holding on to you, to your past, and everything that represents the bad in you. Don't want you to transition over to the good side of you, and the good in you. For the enemy is not going to let go of his soldier who's doing great for him. He don't want you to have great things. He don't want you to be around heavenly hosts. He don't want you to live abundantly and great. He want to keep you pulled back. He want to mess up your timing with God. He don't want you to go into the promised land. And some of us, we have a problem with some of these things. Some of us pray and ask things from God, and God had already granted our request. Well, Pastor, how does this happen? Why am I not having it? Except you do not know how to receive your gift. Sometimes we have blind eyes to blessings. God is not a God of pretty. Never paid attention to the outer man and what are coming from a bum. Your blessings can come from your enemy. But you got to know how to receive this blessing because you asked for it, and he has already granted it to you. You've been seeking, you've been praying, you've been crying all night. I want him to change so much. much. I want him to do this, but your heart is hardened so much that it's knocking at your door. He bringing you flowers now. You're not letting him in. She bringing you flowers. She's cooking for you. She's cleaning your house, but you're not letting her in. You're not being receptive to this gift that she's giving to you because you don't know how to receive it. So when you ask for something, your request is already granted. The Bible says in Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 7, it says, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels. For we are the vessels that God has put something inside of us. God has put a treasure inside of us that needs to be accessed. But these instructions that he gives us, ask, and you'll be given. Seek and find. But the treasure, ain't no treasure sitting out there. I remember when I was little, I used to go on scavenger hunts and treasure hunts. We used to go chasing after the rainbow. Y'all ever did that? Yeah. So you have to go and seek after this treasure. All this treasure, he's already given you what he has. He's already given you Jesus. Jesus already came and died for our sins. We already have this treasure. Your faith is your access to God's purpose inside of you. Through faith and prayer, he gives us understanding in how to access and use the inner man of man in order to get over that. Once again, it's conflict through transition. It's conflict in everything that a man do to try to improve himself. The enemy always want to keep you down. And he's going to keep you down first up in your mind. The enemy don't want to see you succeed. And the enemy comes in different forms. The enemy may come in your friends. It may come from everywhere. It comes in different places. But we can't give the enemy too much credit. Most of our battle is within us. It starts with us on saying what we can't do, how we view ourselves, how we make our problems much bigger than God, how we put our problems big like giants, big like Goliath, big like... That problem is not that big, not bigger than our God. Because we put problems so big, it makes us look so small. When we already asked for the gift and we've already received, there's no balance. The shift is occurring and we're not even seeing what's happening. Don't you know that you've changed so much in your life? The transition has already occurred. The transition is happening because we have asked. And we have received, and we're seeing it's taking us through this transition and making us a little uncomfortable, but we don't know how to receive this gift that he's put inside of us. Faith through transition. First of all, we must have a transition lens help protect your eyes through adaptive transition. That's one. Transition lens, you become adaptive to what's going on around you. Because when you start treading new waters, when you go on new opportunities, when you endure and embark on new relationships, it's going to be a transition. It's going to be an adaptive stage. You may be a little quiet when you first enter the arena. When you are the man or the woman in the arena, everybody's looking at you. You scoping everything out. You're not loud. You're trying to watch it. Transition, adaptive. Watch your lens change more quickly. So once you start adapting, you turn on, if you have a dark room and the lights off, somebody flip on the lights, your eyes are doing this. It's adapting because it's something new. It's a new environment. The light come in, your eyes have to get adjusted. And just like the second part is saying that your lenses will change more quickly. And the more you start being around people, the more you start seeing what this person is or who these people that they're hanging around are. You start getting wiser. Because you've been able to adapt, asking, you were seeking, and then you were knocking, and then you start transitioning. And then it says you gain more versatility. Meaning, the transition lens, you gain more versatility. So you adapt, you start changing. Lord, bring fire from earth and kill everybody. Oh, the Lord has done that several times. But guess what? Guess what you have to do now? Adapt. Change yourself real quickly. Versatility. You gotta learn how to be around people. You can't get rid of everybody. You gotta learn how to work with people. You gotta learn how to love people. You gotta learn how to provide for people. We are here for service. God bless us so we can give away. If we give it away, he can give us more. And everybody tell, oh, you're stepping back. And you give some, no. I'm moving forward because I'm done with that. I've used that for my purpose. I've used that for God's purpose. And it's time for me to transition again. And my transition doesn't do this. I don't transition laterally. I transition vertically. Every time, I'm not moving forward when I give up my stuff. God trusts me so much, he started giving me more. I started taking on more because I can adapt. I can see what's going on quickly. I can be versatile with people. I trust him. So he started trusting me, and he started giving me more. And I started investing in something that you don't trust. No. But God has to trust you with the little in order to bless you with more. And then it says, this transition lens in Google, it says, it gives you a clear vision and prevents you from straining. You start to see people who they are. You've adjusted. You're versatile. You're not strained. What is he thinking? No. You're comfortable in yourself. You start being yourself. This is no straining. This is no hard work being me. I don't have to wear fashionable clothes to be me. I have to be around a certain echelon of people to be me. My old country self will be my old country self. And people will love me for who I am because I'm able to be versatile. I'm able to adapt. I'm able to see people for who they are and what they are worth. And I'm able to form. I am that earthen vessel that God has put his treasure into. I don't have to be like nobody else but me. Because I am the treasure. And then it says, this is what Google said about a lens. Ready for whatever situation you're in. You can bring around new people. You can throw hot water on them. You can tell me that I'm fired. You can tell me that I'm hired. You can tell me that you don't love me no more. You can throw me in any situation that I've been around, but I'm able to transition because I have God inside me. I'm able to ask. I'm able to seek. Look how God has built us in just this little time that we've been here. We've asked Him, we've received. We're seeking and finding. We're knocking on doors, and these doors are flying open for us. Why are these doors flying open for us? Because we've done a few up ahead. We've asked. And then we're able to transition through faith, which we've been adapted to our surroundings and to people that surround us. We're able to change quickly on how we view things and view people. And when we view things that are important when you think they are, and these are important people that you think are important to you, they're not so important. But God's will is important. And you're able to be yourself because you fast and guard your eyes from fatigue. Sometimes you can keep viewing something and you get fatigued. Not like tired. No. That treasure that God has put in your life, you get tired of looking at it. It's not even important to you anymore. But that treasure is valuable to you. You may be looking at your wife. I've been looking at her for 40 years. Nothing excites me. But that treasure, God stopped you from being fatigued through your transition. Because that treasure you have to hold on to and transition with you. So that you too may see things. Your team may be able to see things. Your church family. The enemy wants you isolated so he can pull you aside and talk to you and tell you crazy things and discourage you and tell you negative things and discourage you and tell you today you're going to do this and discourage you and tell you that it's not going to happen. This is what the enemy, an unclear situation. He makes you more versatile. He prepares you for any situation that arises and gives you the endurance to fight the fight. So number two, how do you view yourself and your family? How does God view you? You must change your attitude. Either you have a good attitude or a bad attitude. Everybody got attitude. Right? Hello? So your behavior, your conversation, old negative thoughts must be left in the past and that old you. And that's where the conflict starts again. You can't go to the old you. But we human, it has happened. Even the apostles, we know that Peter was a cusser among anybody. Peter will cuss you out in a second. But Peter changed, he transitioned. He's around the word was in him. And don't think because you got the word in you that the enemy is not going to attack you. He wants that old ego name is. He wants that person. He don't want the new creature that God has created. For you are a new creature. A positive attitude will put you in company around the right people to help you transition. Because you're around the right people, the right positive attitude. Oh, everything will be all right, brother. Sometimes you don't be want to hear that. Just being honest. You get seeing somebody, man, you finna talk about that Jesus stuff again. I ain't messing with him today, man. I can't do it today. I can't be myself today, boy. No. God wants you to be yourself. God wants you to enjoy yourself. God wants you to be around positive people. When Jesus went to the wedding party, he didn't stop the wine from flowing. He increased it because it was a party. They weren't doing bad things. They were celebrating. We have to learn to celebrate each other. Celebrate each other's accomplishment. Celebrate each other's company. Celebrate with a positive attitude. In your wilderness of your transition. Everybody has a wilderness. Everybody circles around the wilderness for 40 years like the Israelites did. When Moses freed the Hebrews from Egypt, 40 years, they circled. And they couldn't go over to the promised land because they didn't have faith. And they weren't around the right people. They started making idols. They weren't around the right people. Even though their leader was holy, and their leader was talking to God directly. And God gave them manna. He gave them bread. He hit a rock and water came out. They weren't thirsty. They walked in the wilderness for 40 years and they never got tired. They never had knee surgery. They never had bunion surgery. They never had heart problems. They all lived. They endured this wilderness for 40 years. I'm talking about old 100-year-old people just walking in circles. And that's how we do in our life. When we're not on purpose, what God has put inside of us, we just keep walking in circles. Going to the same things. If you change your places you used to go, the people that you used to hang around, you have to change your surroundings. It happens. It don't happen all of a sudden. You just say to yourself, that don't excite me no more. I don't even feel like doing it. I'm getting old. I can't even stay up late no more. I remember me and my wife used to go places. You used to go to a party or something, you go out, you be like, oh, man, we can't hang out how we can't hang out how we used to hang out, baby. You know, it's 12 o'clock. We sitting there yawning. We yawning by the bar. No. God is in you. You changing. You transitioning. You can't hang out like you used to hang out. It ain't just you getting older. You talking about the right stuff. You right around the right people. You can be up all night. But you have to change. The ground is fertile. It's nurturing. Production occurs. Planting happens. Harvest is provided. Now, your surroundings familiar. And when you will never progress or transition, when you're familiar with something, and when you're familiar with your surroundings, and you're familiar with the people that surround you. But you were circling in your wilderness. You've attacked something. You've conquered it because God has blessed you. And God trying to do some more. But you want to take the step forward even more. Because you have to transition. You have to make yourself a little uncomfortable. Now, an uncomfortable situation or uncomfortable territory or uncomfortable surroundings will make you alert. We'll go back to the transition lens we talked about earlier. You become adaptive. You'll be able to see people who they are. This is what happens in new surroundings. And when you go to new surroundings, meaning you're progressing, and you're a little uncomfortable, which is a good thing when you're uncomfortable. Some people can be uncomfortable in their financial situation. Some people can be a little bit uncomfortable in marriage because you're embarking on something that's new. Baby, let's try this. Oh, it didn't work for mom and dad. No, it's uncomfortable situation or territory will strengthen you and sharpen you through your transition. You cannot break chains to someone who's in chains with you. You can't be free. So someone who is bound with you, somebody who's locked up with you, somebody who's in chains with you, they cannot free you. Because you're around those same people who still trying to hold you back, still want you to do the same old thing, still want you to meet Friday night and do whatever you do. No, let's change. Let's transition to a new beginning. Number 4, you must allow God to come into your life to show you your purpose. Now, I don't want you to follow somebody else's purpose. Following someone else's purpose. Purpose. The reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. The reason why you exist for God. What we go through, we meet who we meet. It happens on purpose. Because God has put purpose in our life. God will allow you to go through seasons when the whole world was cold. You couldn't see sunlight in some situations. But the clouds came back, and then it was rain. Your thinking was dry, your finances were dry, your relationships and everybody around you was dry, and then it all cools down again. Spring, summer, out there, you can have new sunlight. It can get real hot in situations in our life. Then nothing stays the same. You have to learn how to be adaptive with your treasures, with your purpose, so we can transition out. While you're in the wilderness, Numbers 13, 25 through 33, and we talked about the Lord talked to Moses. He told him to send out 12 men. 12 men represent the tribes of Israel, but I was in like 12 tribes. But he sent out a spy, one representative from each tribe. And they came back with a report. 10 people were against what was going on. 2 people wanted to go conquer the land. God, first of all, he says in verse 2, send the men out that they may search out the land of Canaan, which I give to the children of Israel. He already gave it to you. That's what we talked about earlier. We got to know how to receive this gift. He had already gave them the land. It's yours. Go search it out. Let me know what you see. Oh, we seen some big old fruit. Took 2 men to carry back a whole grape. What God is trying to give you, that's what we're on today. To transition you. And they talk about, when they came back, they say, let me tell you what we seen. Yeah, it was milk and honey there. Land of full milk and honey. Big old fruit and grapes. The Mexicanites, the Blackanites, the Caucasianites, they were all there. Everybody there. They big. Yeah, they big. They sons of Anak. Anak is defined as giants. And Anak people were giants. They were like 10, 12 feet tall. They were giants. Honey, we went through all this stuff. We dwelled there. And then he kept saying that. So Caleb, he came back and said, we can take him. We got him. Let's go get our land. It's already promised to us. But you had those 10 people that said, no, that you conquered and that you're going to have this and that God is going to bless you. You're going to live more abundantly. You always have people in your life come out, no, we can't do this because of this. We can't do this because of it. Because they're not living by faith to transition. They're living by what they can see with their own eyes. In order for you to transition, you must be in prayer. You ask for this land. But they come back with a false report. Try to discourage everybody. People around you are going to do that too. They're going to come in your season when you're having a great season. And they're going to come in, they're going to discourage you. And they're going to say that the children of Anak were there. These giants, which Anak was against God, which to us poses a problem. So this problem was Anak and these giants. So sometimes we put our problem, come back and it says in verse 33, our own sight. They said, we were. This is how they viewed themselves, as grasshoppers. And that's how they looked at us too, like grasshoppers. No. See, we defeated ourselves on that one. Those 10 cities, they went and stayed with a woman. We'll get into that later. And this woman told them all what was going on. She said, I've heard of y'all. Yo, God, he goes and he conquers wherever he goes. Those people were already scared of us before we went over there. They have already heard of all the land that we've conquered. They've already heard of all the things that we've done by the grace of God, because God has already blessed us. The people there had already known. They were already scared of us. But we put ourselves down and viewed ourselves as grasshoppers. We made ourselves small to situations that God has already said is yours. Why we view ourselves as grasshoppers? Then you tell me that they view us as grasshoppers because they're giants, because our problems are bigger. Our problem can't view us. We view our problems. We deal with problems. When you make your problem bigger than God, that's where we have a conflict with God. We have a problem. It's God. The Bible says God is a jealous God. How you going to put something bigger than me? How you going to put something before me? Proverbs 23:7, as man thinketh, so is he. How you view yourself will determine if you or your transition will be extended. If your transition be smooth, it's through God's plan. Now, we're going to close, but us as a generation, we live in an if generation, a faith generation. We have wasted millions and billions. It is always doubt inside of us that has made it through man that man is in control of things. Because we don't have faith and allow God's plan to occur. So we start doing things of our own. We start looking at God is bigger than any problem that we have, but if we do not allow him and his plan that will have to transition through us, we'll be in the wilderness 40 years. Before you know it, we'll be 56 years old. I'm about to die. Lord, help me. No, you wasted all that time. But God will still bless you if you recognize him for who he is, and that you still have time to fulfill your purpose and your destiny. Because God put something inside you because you are a treasure. Oh, let's say all this money we wasted on if instead of a faith generation. If we have a car wreck, auto accident, we have to pay auto insurance. Because if something happens, we have to pay house insurance if something happens. And if it ain't bad to do it, because it's good to have insurance. Don't get me wrong. We'll live a life more abundantly. If we trust in him, he'll guide and take the wheel in any circumstances of my life. If we trust in him, he will in the outside. But God cares about what happens on the inside. We are the home. You can buy any structure. You can go in any cardboard box. But your home is who makes it a home, or what makes it a home. Because God is saying that you should invest in me. Financial plan or stability, protection through any storm in your life. You don't need disability. You need stability if you follow me. Out of this generation of if, and let's start getting into a generation of faith. Let's start trusting in God and not viewing ourselves as grasshoppers to our problems. We can get rid of our problems. We can get rid of these situations that try to conquer us. We're not scared of these giant problems in our life, these Goliaths, these sons of Anak. They don't mean anything. They are nothing. God doesn't mention our enemy. But he involves you in his plan. He involves us because he talks directly to us. And he says, go if this happened, or tomorrow you will be blessed. He said, go, be blessed. Go, take up your blanket, you are blessed. Go, you are healed. Go, you may transition through whatever you're going to do today, not tomorrow. This is a God